Crafters, welcome back. We have just completed our pocket, which I did show you how to make on its own so that we can add it to the album if you don't have the die. So we're going to start on page 2, side A. Now on page 2, this is what was on side A, but I'm swapping it around, so we're going to be creating this first. Okay, so let's go through the measurements. You will need your pocket to start off with, which you would have created by now. Okay, we'll pop that to one side. You will need your flip page, and that is 6 3/4 by 9 1/2. Score 1/2 inch, then 1 line over. So all I do when I score my pages, it just gives it a little bit of room if you were to stick anything bulkier underneath it. So I went 1/2 inch, and then I went that 1 line over and scored it there, so you can hopefully see that 1 line over, and then scored it. Okay, then the next piece, so that piece there is these 2 pieces here, so that's your flip page. Okay, then we're going to do your belly band and this part. Okay, so move those to one side. Your belly band is going to be 2 by 11 and score 1/2 inch both ends. Okay, so that will become your belly band that sits that way. And then the little flip part underneath the belly band will be, move that over, 8 1/2 by 7, score 1/2 inch, then 1 line over, which is here. Okay, so 1/2 inch and then the 1 line over, and then you rotate it and then score it on the 3-inch side. So what you'll be doing your 1/2 inch, 1 line over. You could either do it at 5 1/2, or I just rotated it and done it at 3 inches. Okay, sorry, I know it's hard to see on that black cardstock. Okay, so that's that part. Then you will need another belly band, and that is 3 1/2 by 11, score 1/2 inch on the 11-inch side. Okay, so I came in, scored 1/2 inch, rotated it, and done 1/2 inch there. All right, so that's going to sit up like this. I did actually put paper down on my pocket there. Okay, so we're going to come in and we are going to do this page here. I'm going to flip it around because, yes, I did do it upside down. Now, I left a bit of a border around it. You guys can do it from top to bottom if you want. So here I only done mine at 9 1/2. You can do yours at 10 inches, but I'm just going to try my hardest to center it. And I've already put my score tape on this. Okay. Actually, I should really, what I might do is I might actually put my paper down first before I do this. So I want it to sit on that side. So I know the words will be upside down, but that's okay. All right. So I think I decided with this one on top. You could have any one on top. Just pick your designer paper of which one you would like. I kind of like that one. All right, we're going to go with this one first. All right, so we're going to do this top part. The light is starting to fade, so I'm hoping the camera is still bright enough. The natural daylight is beautiful, but I'm filming later on in the afternoon, so And uploading, like I said in the last video, has been a nightmare. Like, I just don't get it. So I'm going that. Okay. So make sure you've got the directions right. And the other thing is too, guys, make sure before you create this page by page, make sure you watch the video first and then rewatch it, because sometimes I end up changing the measurements because I am human. I do make mistakes, and it's much easier that way. Then that way you're not wasting paper. Okay, so we're going to create a pocket with this. So you will need your foam tape again. Okay, so I'm going to go along the edges. 1/4 inch foam tape would be perfect. Once again, I've only got 1/2 inch. So I'm going to create it where it goes up the top. And I really don't like using these scissors for this, but we're going to do it. We don't want to see any overhangs, so make sure that's under control. Then I'm going to do the bottom part as well. Alrighty, so we've done the top, the bottom. Then I'm going to come down this edge here. So that'll stand in between both of them. And this will create another pocket as well. If you were to stick it down, you can glue it down, but I think having it elevated it is much better, and 1/4 inch only around there too. You can glue it down, certainly. I wouldn't stick it down with double-sided tape, because when you put your photo mat in there, it's going to like stick to it, and that's the last thing you want. Okay, so I'm just going to move that over, move that up, maybe move it down a bit, because we're going to have our photo mat in there as well. Okay, so I think that'll be perfect where it is there. And you can see right there that we can stick our papers in, or our photo mats in there as well. You just want to make sure that this is all level as well on this side. I'll lift that up and try and get it so that it's level. And that's one thing you've got to pay attention to with this as well before you stick it down. Now, just having, unless it's probably Scotch tape, I still like to use a bit of wet glue on it anyway, just so that it does hold it down, but this is for video purposes, so it's fine. Okay, so we've done that flip, and then what we will do is cover the inside of it, which I've already cut my papers out for the sake of the video. Okay, that will be covered, perfect. And I like to try and make the tutorials as smooth as possible. They don't always go according to plan, but hey, if it brightens somebody's day up, then that makes me happy. Okay. Just going to open that up. And I'm going to center that if I can. Could have put on the papers first, totally up to you. Okay, so that's that part there. So we're going to end, then we're going to end up putting our belly band inside. So you don't want it to go down the center, because we still want room for this flip to be sticking out. Now what I would recommend, and I did make a mistake as well just now, is by not adding a magnet to my base page, which at this point I shouldn't have adhered the backing of this down, but I'll see if I can get a magnet in there somehow and then attach it to your base page. So you can certainly do the front of the page here, but don't cover the back of it, the back of the flip page, because we still need that magnet to go inside. Like I said, this is why I always say make sure you watch the video through, because you know I am human, we do make mistakes. So I'm just going to lift that up as much as I can. Thankfully this is quite forgiving before it sticks down. So I am going to grab one of my bigger magnets, and it's a basic grey magnetic discs. I love these. Okay. I know there are other magnetic discs out there. You guys use whatever you've got. Okay, so I'm just going to not want to stick that down. I'll just peel this off. Okay. Then I've got my magnet there, and then what I'll do is put this down. So I will take my tape off, and then I'll add another layer of tape on there as well. Still waiting for my scrapbook.com order. It's been a month with all the shipping and everything. It's just left Hong Kong. For some reason it took a detour. So hopefully I'll get it sometime this year. Look, I got to laugh about it, seriously, because you know the chances are of it happening to me are very high. Okay, so you want to do this during the light. I know the camera's probably showing up that it's got enough light, but I can't really see it here. All right, so I did stick this down. I have got my magnet here. You can tell it's not centered. I'm okay with that. I'm not anal with it or anything. I just want to make sure that everything sits there nicely. So you'll see the magnet is under the paper. So like I said, I'm not too fussed with that. So I'm just going to leave that there for now. Then what we will do is get the belly band now that will go inside the flip pocket, and that would be this. So I'm kind of coming in, I'll be coming in from the pocket, let's see, about 1.5 inches from the second score line. So let's get some tape on either side of those. Belly band. And hopefully I haven't gone over the edge with that. And then I want to get my piece that I have covered up, pre-cut and covered, pre-cut I should say, and covered with tape. Little bit left there, which I will take out. Perfect. All right, just turn this part. and then that will sit along there. Okay, so I might move it over a little bit more because I want to see which way. Of course, I had to write everything upside down, didn't I? Don't want it to be too far over, so I still want that magnetic touch to it. Okay, so I'm going to line mine up rather than doing center. I might line mine up with the edge because I just did realize that I put my magnet in the way of this, but you know, hey, it's all good. You can also put your magnet on this and then down on there, but I've moved my magnet in too far. So let's see if we can get this back up again without destroying it. Or did I just lose my time limit on it? No. Oh, thank goodness. All right. So this way I can lift it and move it to the center, but not as far out. I'll do it last time. There, so that will sit there. To go over a bit more. Perfect there. All right, here we go. Okay, so let's come down. Let's put these on. Just going to add another strip. Tell you what, guys, I don't know about you, I've been reading about this coronavirus here in Australia, where we are, in the state that we're in. Oh, the numbers have spiked again. I know overseas, my gosh, my heart goes out to you all. It really does. I mean, we count ourselves lucky not to have those sorts of numbers, but I think what really annoys me the most is people becoming complacent, and they don't seem to care over here anyway. From what I see, it's just absolutely shocking. Now, I did say I was going to move that over. Oh no, don't. Oh, I did. Oh, of course I did. Yeah, I did. Well, it's going to have to stay there now. So what I'm going to do, I have decided to lift it up for the third time. I know I did glue it back down. All right, beautiful. And I'm going to use smaller magnets. Okay, so I'm going to use the small magnets, but I'm going to use them on the corners. So let me get my small magnets. You'll need 4 of them. Or if you can move your belly band over to the edge, doesn't matter. Whichever way you choose to do it. Like I said, it's all a learning experience. And yeah, so we've had spikes here. Like I said, nothing compared to overseas, but still a lot of people here not doing what they're supposed to be doing, and that annoys the living daylights out of me. I can't say what I want to say. You know, a lot of people go, oh well, it's, you know, not really a virus and yada yada yada. Well, you know, if you're taking a look at the stats around the world and everything, and there was this one guy, and it just makes me so angry, and I hate talking politics and I hate talking about this sort of stuff, but this guy was so nonchalant about it, like, oh well, who cares, you know, sort of thing. It drives me mad. Like, how can you be like that? What if you'd gotten it? What if you were in, you know, ICU on all of those, on oxygen and ventilator and whatever it is to keep you alive? I mean, I bet you anything they'd be the first ones to complain and go, well, I got it. Oh my God, you got to help me. You know what I mean? It just never ceases to amaze me. Honestly thought as humanity, humans, we would have learnt. Clearly not. And it's sad. It really is sad. Like I said, I don't want to be talking about this sort of stuff on my channel because that's not that's not the channel that I, you know, want to portray my channel as that. But at the same time, I can vent my frustrations, as we are all entitled to do. You know, I feel for the people that get it, compromised immune systems. Now, my immune system is pretty bad as well. I mean, I still work, don't get me wrong, I still work, but it's those people, and we got to work for a living. We've got to pay our mortgages. We need to pay the bills, you know. I think a lot of people, especially the young ones, and I've had quite a few old ones too, that just don't get it. And I think that's the frustrating part about it. Because let's face it, I don't want to be going down for another lockdown. Mind you, I worked through lockdown anyway, but like it is for everybody else, it wasn't a picnic. And the ones that do the right thing, they're the ones that end up getting sick over it. And that just frustrates me even more. Okay, so getting back to this page on a lighter note. So we've got our belly band here. I've put 2 magnets here. On either side, I use the smaller ones, all right? So I am going to put my designer paper, the one that I'd cut out, because on this opposite side, we are going to use another belly band, but we're going to turn it into a pocket, and that'll be 3.5 by 11. I think I already said that one, and that's the one that scored 1/2 inch both ends. All right, so I'm just going to put my base page down first. All right. So I'll take the tape off. Now, the thing is, if you have all your papers and everything cut out for your page, go page by page. It's just easier just to lay it down. Okay, so I'm gonna go here. I tell you what, the one thing that I do miss is not seeing new products come out, like new releases. When we had, I don't know, do they still call it CHA? I think it's something else, Creativation. Yeah, so that's one thing I miss. I miss that. I love seeing all new products come out. I love buying the new products, as we all do. But so I'm trying to, I am finding that I am buying collections that I had kind of, you know, skimmed over and gone, oh, I probably won't use that, but I'm finding that I will end up using them. So okay, so that's our pocket here. So I'm just going to line that up. Put designer paper on top, guys. You guys know. Okay, so I'm going to add that. Okay. Really. And I'm just going to put that down. And try and line it up, and I do say try. There we go. Yeah, perfect. Then I'm going to add my tape to it, or you can add wet glue, which, you know what, at the end of the day I might do that for video purpose. I did lose my my little pin earlier, and I think my glue was just, oh, dried up in there. Come on, baby, you can do it. Yes, all right. So normally you would use whatever you like for this. Wet glue, tape, score tape. Okay. So I've got this covered. I'm just going to turn it around this way, and I'm going to come up as close as I can to the score line, but not on the score line, because we still need to be able to close it. Now I want to make sure the direction of my paper as well is the right way, because I don't want to mess that up again. And make sure there is a bit of wiggle room there for the page to close over. Just like this. Oh my god, this is so cute, guys. Oh, I just want to make sure that's straight as well. When you got wet glue, it gives you a bit of moving time there for you to be able to move your page around and what have you. So really love this. We've still got our piece here for the photo pocket, and we've got that open there so that we can put that on our hinges when we're ready to do that. Okay, then the last bit, we're going to put our flip page on here. Okay, and I gave you all the measurements at the beginning, so make sure you guys cut that first. So cut all your pieces first for your pages. All right, so I'm going to move that to one side. Then I'm going to be covering my pages. Which I think I want to maybe do that there. Yeah, I'm gonna do this one first. I tell you what, I think I'd be here forever trying to do these pages if I cut them up on camera. It'll be just one big hot mess, guys. One big hot mess, I'm telling you. So I'm just going to pop that in there because I want to see where that's lined up. Kind of get it somewhat level. All right, then we'll do the center bit. Oh my gosh, I love this scraper. This is, I've got two of these. This is my older one. I've been using this to buggeries, and it's still nice and sharp, which is really good. Okay. I'm just going to fold where my score marks are. And hopefully the lines up. I'm nervous about this one. Okay, looks just about right. Then we're going to put the inside. Like I said, once it's all completed, we'll go back through the pages and I will decorate them. And you can pop yours in your album as well. Alrighty, just make sure you don't get it on the score line. So cute. And the other thing is too, you can add a magnet on there and inside there. I didn't do it on this one. Totally up to you guys whether you want to do that. At this point, I'm just saving my magnets because the page is closed and it's not going to fly away or anything because I have got magnets on either side here, so I'm quite happy with that. Uh-oh. No. Okay. Oh my gosh, guys, seriously, I'm talking and I do say watch the direction of your pages, but no. You see, technically it was supposed to go this way. So we are going to go with it this way. Instead of it being on this side, we're going to go with this side. Okay, that's fine. I can deal with that. I can deal with that. I gotta laugh because of course it's only going to happen to me. All right, so what you're going to do is get your score tape or wet glue, put it up to that score line but not on the score line. And guys, I don't know if you can see this, it's hard with the black, but I'll just go along the edges here. Okay, it's not going to be straight or anything, so that's it there. Oh boy. And look, it's not even straight, but that's okay. Like I said, you guys will take more care. And so you just want to line it up and make sure that it's not going to interfere with it folding over. And that's it there. So how cute is that, guys? Oh my gosh. So you've got your place there for your photo, a large photo mat there. Now you open this up. You can do journaling, or you can do journaling on that side. You guys don't need to cover everything in designer paper. Sometimes it's nice to have, like, you know, a little journaling spot on the side and a blank piece there where it says, you know, you put your photo there, place photo here. And then that folds over, that opens up, and that's still a belly band so that you have a bigger photo. So that will be like this. I'll take these out. So you'll be able to stick your photo mat there like that. Okay, and then like I said, you could have a section there where you've got place photo. Obviously the orientation of that will be different, and you can put magnets or like a little clip up the top to hold it, like a little paper clip with a little bow on it, like a flat bow on it. That would look cute as well. Okay, and then that will be closed up and held together by magnets. And you can always, you know, do a third one. It's up to you, depending on how much bulk you're going to have under there. All right. And there is your pocket on this side. All right, guys. So we finally made it through pocket, page 2, side A. We've already created our pocket, so we're going to go to page 2, side B.